There's a place you visit each night, though most people call it a dream. It looks like a workshop made of light. Tools hang in the air, humming intuition, attention, curiosity, compassion. They look different every time you see them because they shape themselves to whatever you're learning that week. You step inside and the air ripples the way plasma moves in a magnetic field. Everything you touch answers back. When you ask, "What am I supposed to do with this?" the room whispers, "Notice." That's the first spiritual lesson, awareness before action. Every gift you call psychic, intuitive, or activated, it's only a refinement of noticing, seeing what was already there. And as you notice, patterns start connecting themselves. The teaching from yesterday folds into the moment today. The boundary between inner and outer begins to soften. What looked like separation was just labelling. The brain's way of pretending it could catalogue infinity. Now the room widens. You realise it isn't just your workshop, it's the world's. Every person you meet is adjusting the same field, tightening one string, loosening another, so the whole instrument can stay in tune. Some call that a frequency upgrade. Scientists might call it coherence. The names don't matter, the rhythm does. A mechanic spent his life tuning engines. One night he dreamed the engine was a heart, pumping sound instead of fuel. He woke up and began tuning people's moods with kindness, precision, and a wrench made of laughter. Within a year, his whole town ran smoother. That's what channeling really is, translating invisible motion into something useful. Sometimes words, sometimes laughter, sometimes the courage to tell the truth. Chunk up to a larger picture for a moment. Imagine what happens when more people remember their workshops, when intuition becomes normal hygiene like brushing teeth. The world's conversations shift tone. Choices become clearer. The collective field steadies. That's the positive ramification of practice. And if someone refuses the call, well, the workshop still exists. It just fills with dust. The tools get rusty from disuse. Dreams grow heavy. The person wonders why life feels like static. Nothing punitive, just physics. Coherence unused becomes noise. So the invitation is simple. Play. Test your instruments. Channel, not to impress, but to express. When you feel energy rising, treat it as both science experiment and prayer. When you doubt, ask the field better questions. You can imagine yourself months from now, remembering this story, smiling at how naturally you began to apply it without effort. Because once you understand that every message, every lesson, every so-called upgrade, it's just another way of saying, wake up to what's alive right now. You stop waiting for permission to shine. And that, quietly, playfully, is how the world changes shape around you.